Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take you on a tour of my actual office that I use. Normally I film just from my couch for a lot of reasons that I'll get into in this video. But this is the actual office that I use 2 days a week that I get the majority of my work done, and it is set up exactly the way that I want a blogging office set up to be. It's my favorite place in the world. And I'm going to take you on a tour. So let's go. I've obviously already been in today because it would be weird if my dog and all my stuff was here, but locking the door just because you always want to be careful when you're a woman in an office alone to lock a door. My name is Stephanie Craig. I'm a full-time travel blogger. I'm also a travel blogging mentor. Today I'm going to show you my blogger office, which I love. I think it's the perfect blogger office. It's not a home office, so we actually rent space downtown, and I currently work out of Sofia, Bulgaria, but I will have a home office in the future because we're moving back to the States, and the lease on this office is up in like 3 weeks. And so I can tell you this has been a great place to work out of, and I'm so excited to show it to you, but I'm very sad to say goodbye to it. So, all right, let me take you on a little tour. So first things first, you come in and here's our calendar. So our office is in Bulgaria. I run 3 blogs. One of them is about the Balkans. This office is paid for by the website Sofia Adventures that is about the Balkans. So all the decor in here is very Balkan friendly. I run that website with my business partner, Allison. We both are 2 Americans that live in Sofia. So we bought a Bulgarian, this is a very traditional Bulgarian house. And there's just something about a calendar like that says office. It's different than like a home office can just end up being like you working on the couch. But having a calendar, there's just something about it that I just really love. All right, so we have our whiteboards. One of the things that I really love about having a dedicated working space that's different from working at home is actually having whiteboards. So we can, if she and I are both in here, we can, get in and map out some ideas without having to like each make spreadsheets that the other can't see, and then we take whatever we end up mapping out and we put it on a spreadsheet or something. Normally we write our weekly goals on here, but I'm in on a Saturday, so it didn't make sense for me to write out my weekly goals when I work from here 2 days a week because of the baby. All right, so this corner is kind of like our comfort corner. We've got a tea kettle and a microwave and a fridge for snacks. Some spare, let me see if you can see them, some spare sparkling waters down there. And because I don't come in as much, I don't keep as many snacks at the office as I initially did before the pandemic. So now I really just order food or bring my food with me, but it's really nice to have this for cold drinks. And if we do end up having leftovers and I know I'm gonna come back the next day, then I just leave them in here. We have 2 photo gallery walls. This gallery wall features a photo from every country in the Balkans that we cover. So if you're a travel blogger and you want to make your space reflective of you, filling it with your own photography and art and souvenirs and memories from your travels can be really inspiring. So Allison and I each took I think we each took exactly 6 of the photos, and that website covers 12 countries. So it's Albania, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Greece. Over there is Kosovo. Then down here we have Montenegro, North Macedonia, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia, and Turkey. So the other gallery wall we have is just photos of our different adventures in Bulgaria, because obviously we know the most about this country, though we've been to a lot of places in the Balkans. And so this is Rila Monastery, the most important monastery in the country. This is the Russian church downtown. This is the city of Plovdiv, and me pretending my best Instagrammer pose there. This is my favorite building. This is Ivan Vaznov National Theater, and I took this last winter. This is from Serva, which is a winter carnival, and I'm not good at explaining. It's so villagers dress up as kind of like monsters to scare away the devil, and similar to Carnival. It's more like a Balkan prehistoric, not necessarily prehistoric, but Balkan pre-Christian carnival. And a lot of the carnival traditions, especially in places like Slovenia, all got wrapped up. This is something that happens across the Balkans, but the biggest one held every year is here in the town of Pernik, which is like 40 minutes away. This is Belogradshik Rocks and Fortress, and Allison is a much better Instagram poser than me. This is the cute ski town of Borva. This is the Central Mineral Baths here in Sofia. This is the town of Bangsko, and these are Martnica. So this whole wall is just a celebration of our love and adventures that we have had here in Bulgaria, and also the fact that it's one wall and then the whole Balkans is the other wall. I think is a good representation for, you know, the fact that Bulgaria is our home, and it has been our home for a long time, though I am about to leave. I mean, we're waiting on visa paperwork and stuff for my fiance, but we want to take the baby home to grow up near my parents. But this is Lucy's spot. So this is her bed and her water bowl and her food bowl and a picture of her on vacation in Bulgaria. So Lucy's an American dog, and I've had her for 12 years, and she's very excited to move back because that's where her favorite dog food is. But she does like being pampered and coming to the office with me because she doesn't mind the baby, but she's not too into the crying. And days when she can come to the office and just be with mama and not deal with the crying is like good. So, all right, so we've got this area over here. More photos of just me and Allison doing stuff in the Balkans. Here's another picture from Serva. This is a picture of us in a monastery in Serbia. This is an American, Zimbabwean, Australian, Brazilian Christmas dinner a couple years ago. Us in Belgrade. So like just kind of fun memories. Some cactus. A card from our friend Christina when we got the office. So that's the decorations and the logistics setup. The only thing I didn't mention that would be good to know is space heater down here for the winter. We really do need a fan. We had a fan for a little while, but I'll talk about that later. And then here are like wires, and because of the pandemic, we ended up not being in the office as much as we wanted. So some of the things like get a solution to hide the wires or get a permanent fan just didn't end up happening. For desks, we just have 2 IKEA desks set up back to back, and then that's an IKEA ergonomic chair. There used to be one over here, but she took it home. These are IKEA laptop holders, which I'm obsessed with. I have one at home too. Yeah, we have these like cute IKEA organizers. We bought these notebooks from an office supply store, but we got like travel themed one. I'll link to all the stuff that I can find online. I'll link to in the description. If I can't find something online, I'll just link to something similar. So for my desk, I have a lot of like pictures of me and my fiance and me and my friends when they came to visit. This is me and Valentine's family. Then of course I have my laptop. You can see I'm actually currently uploading the video that's going live later today. And I changed clothes so that you guys wouldn't be able to tell, like, even though I'm telling you now, that you wouldn't be able to tell that I filmed 2 videos in the same day. So yeah, so for my side, I have my chair, my laptop stand, some pictures to make it feel more special, pens and whiteout markers and post-its, like the nice things that make it feel like an office, because when you work out of coffee shops and on couches and in bedrooms for hotel rooms for 3 years, just having a space that is your space that you can do like office things, like that's just nice. Now, I love this space. I come in, I get so much done here. Part of it is just that being at home, it's so hard to get stuff done. Now, would I suggest everyone get a separate space from their home? It depends on like what level your business is at. Obviously, if you're like Peter McKinnon, 5 million subscribers, then yeah, he's up to like his like 3rd or 4th like ridiculously decked out office. Maybe it's just his 2nd one, but if you build your business to that level, then yes, you should get a space away from home. If you're still at the level where you need a home office, or like me, I imagine that I'm probably going to have a home office in the future because my business partner won't be located nearby, so we'll be doing mostly virtual meetings anyway, and because of my son, like I'm sure I'm going to want to be able to pop in and out of work easier. So things that I would definitely put in a home office that we have here, I would, ergonomic chair, like setup, travel, decorations, like things that make it feel like an office. But I don't think at that point you would need like a fridge and a microwave because you would just go to the kitchen. And then things that I wish this office had that it doesn't have. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell like how echoey the setup is in here. So when I got this office, I wasn't planning on recording a video, and I do have a podcast, and let's see, I'm gonna sit down. So I do have a podcast, and I was planning on recording that podcast here, but I didn't realize how bad the acoustics were gonna be, even though I have a softbox for my microphone. Like when I record in here, the echo is just so bad. So if I were looking for another third-party office space, or when I look for a place to live that has an office space in it, I'm gonna want to, like, things I'm gonna think about are the acoustics good enough for me to record video and audio, and because that's a crucial part of my business, and does it have a space for my dog, obviously, and does it make me feel productive? Like, part of why I feel so productive in here is like the white clean space. But if you're doing like a lot of like product photography and stuff, like these white tables probably wouldn't be the best solution for you. Then you might want something like a little bit more textured or layered, and or you could do that. I also had originally planned on having stuff for my son to play over here and bring him in more, but because of coronavirus, the eraser just dropped off the whiteboard. But because of the pandemic, I didn't, I don't bring him in just because I don't try to expose him any extra ever. And it's not a ton of extra exposure to hop in a cab here, but it's, it's some extra exposure. So I don't bring him in. So I just come in 2 days a week when my fiance is off, and I get my stuff done. So it's kind of like my pre-mom identity is locked in this office, and I get to come in here and be that person again. And I love that. And then I go home and I get to be mom again. The days I have to do work from home, it's just a real struggle. Whereas here, it's like so much nicer and easier. And my battery's dying. So if you like this video, hit like and subscribe and hit notification bell if you want 2 videos a week on travel blogging tips, tricks, monetization, and how-tos. And thank you so much for watching.